to the Untouched Quest. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Siri, and we are reading the ElfQuest comics issue by issue, so if you want to follow the story, you can read ElfQuest for free at elfquest.com.
Thank you to everyone who have supported us through Buy Me a Coffee so far. If you would like to support us, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/TUQ podcast. Soul names exchanged as a final goodbye. The war against the creatures begins. The Wolfriders are losing the war. There's only one elf who can change the outcome of the war. The sacrifice is so alive, but still so empty. There's a whole tribe to heal. Decisions need to be made by several elves. And at last, both shards and elves are reunited.
So now that Dewshine is leaving, she is sharing her soul name.
She is.
With this guy, Scouter.
Scouter, yeah.
And Teir.
Yeah.
And what I thought about when I was reading was because, isn't she sure? Weren't they sure about each other? You know, like, oh, I don't want to share it because we might break up and you might use this against me, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think they were like saving it for maybe they would recognize one day, and then they would get to like share the soul name for the first time during recognition.
And she's like the only one who hasn't shared because Scouter and Teir has recognized.
They have.
They know each other's soul name.
Yeah, so she's kind of like on the outside, and she's sharing it now as like a last goodbye because she thinks she might die.
Like the I'm gonna propose to you before I go to work kind of thing.
Yeah. She puts Teir on like a stretcher behind her wolf.
Yeah.
And then she rides out into the horde of monsters. And as she gets like in the middle of the horde, she cuts him loose and she tries to run back to the tribe as fast as she can.
Yeah, and she tries to be smart.
Yeah.
But it turns out it's not that smart because the monsters are snakes.
Yes. So she tries to, like, because the monsters are trying to get her on top of the wolf, she like slides under the wolf and like hangs around his belly.
Yeah, probably kind of like trick to be hiding.
Yeah.
But also not be like in
harm's way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that doesn't work when some of the assailants are snakes.
No, because they are low to the ground, so they will have easier target to her now since they can just like snap her right there.
Yeah, she's a lot easier to get to now. And they're biting both her and her wolf, and they're like just barely getting to the edge or like the top of the rock.
And do you know, is it like the elves has like can withstand more of the poison than the wolves? Because it didn't look like
no, but you know when the wolf are running, its blood its so heart like and blood is pumping faster, so
going
it's moving
faster to
it's moving
the vital
blood.
Organs.
Yeah, it's moving the poison
sense.
around the blood a lot faster.
Of course.
So the wolf sadly dies from the poison, while Dewshine is still alive because she has been holding on to the wolf and haven't been tiring herself out and getting. I'm sure she's quite stressed. She probably has quite a high heartbeat, but not as much as the wolf who's running. She just have to hold on.
Right when she cut Teir loose, it looked like he almost was about to wake up. Did he wake up or was he just like... I thought
it looks like he's about to wake up there, but it's not like it's not said.
Yeah, because that would have been even more cruel, I feel.
Yeah.
Not that he was knocked unconscious, it was Leetah who like put him out of his misery. But
that sounds like she killed him.
Oh yeah, no, she didn't. She just like, okay, you are in a coma kind of state because your brain is fucking you up.
Yeah. So
no, she did not kill him. Absolutely not.
It sounded like that, like putting an animal out of its misery means killing it.
Yeah, I can hear it now. Absolutely, I can hear it now.
Yeah, she didn't do that.
No, she just like put him in a coma state for him to not feel the pain and all that from Winnowill's power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as she reaches the top, Scouter like runs down to her, trying to get all of the monsters away from her.
Of course, because it's his life mate.
Chosen life mate, yeah.
Yeah. So, love mate or love mate
life mate. They're life
is
mates.
love mate before recognition? I know we have talked about this
love
before.
mate is like a girlfriend, but I feel like even
Yeah.
if they haven't
Yeah.
recognized, they're kind of married.
They are.
They're kind of
Yeah.
married. So he tries to lift her up and like, heal her, get her, she needs help. And Leetah is in shock for how much poison is in her body and her system.
And I thought about this kind of healing when we're talking about poison, because when she's healing a wound, she's kind of closing that wound.
Yeah.
It's like closing a door kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like pulling what was together before back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like gluing a seam or...
Yeah, now we're talking about something liquid that it's in something different kind of liquid, like poison within your blood.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really have big wounds, so it's not like Leetah is pulling out.
Well, she has poison. A lot of bite wounds.
Yeah, but in the same time, I was like, in my head, it was just so weird to wrap that around. You know, like,
yeah, because like, either like her magic have to work in the same way as an anti-venom would, that it goes in and like neutralizes the venom, or you have to like kind of lead it through the body and out through a hole.
Yeah, and like that just felt weirder than having magic that could just like basically sew you back together.
Yeah, because you could just
mend a broken leg.
Yeah, like if you have a cut, you can just pull that flesh together.
Yeah, like you sewing it together like a doctor would do. But when it's venom, like poisonous venom, like I felt it was weird for a healer to heal. Like, how does that magic work, you know?
So either she can put in like antivenom or neutralize it, or...
I feel magic can't do that. You need like an...
And she can't like blood bend, so she can't like pull blood out of her body that is like poisoned.
Like, magic is not an antidote.
No.
She can't like... Her magic doesn't work that she put something else in the blood. It's just more like magic, you know? It's hard to describe what my brain is thinking. But
yeah, but I get you. Like, how does it work when it's poison and not like a wound or a physical break?
And also, how is Leetah working so hard? Like doing this magic? It's almost like, I'm gonna do this magic and I'm sweating. It's like
maybe it's a magic she isn't used to using. So maybe it's like a different kind of healing magic that has to be used for poison.
But I'm like, when we're gaming real hard, it's not like we're straining our muscles and being sweating. We're using our brain. That's what
some people do that. Like you've seen those guys with the weird fingers,
but they're not normal. but you know what I mean? It's like magic is more. Yeah, look at Harry Potter. Well, they're sweating because they're running around. Yeah. But when you're just waving your wand and being like magic, it's not tiring.
But I think you have to like put parts of her like aura or something into her and like.
But is it that tiring that you start to sweat? That your sweat is like pouring down your face?
You're using up all of your powers. It got to be like exhausting, but like...
But at the same time, driving for 12 hours, that's super exhausting, but you're not sweating. It's like when you park your car,
I think this is a question for Wendy.
I'm gonna now just go to bed and I fall straight to sleep, you know?
Yeah, I feel like this is a question for Wendy.
Mm-hmm. You gotta ask it for next live stream you attend.
But now we can see what Teir has to go through in all of this.
And it's hard to kind of realize if this is like happening just in his mind or if it's actually happening like out on the savannah.
So I think like this pictures where he's been lifted up after his feet is actually happening. Whilst the rest of this is a lot more in his head, like the leaders on all fours. We've seen the leader walking on two all this time. So I think it's more like of a mental battle. Like it shows him like you would be alone again, like you were before. where we see his father dying, and you can see Winnowill as like a cat lady.
I like this Winnowill though. Like, she's cute.
Really cute.
And what animal do you think this monster master is?
I think it was originally a bear.
With a rat tail?
No, but originally, like this one.
Oh, but like the bear that Teir is talking to.
Yeah, but it was originally a normal bear, and then she like put into elements of different animals. Like it has horns.
Yeah.
And this rat's tail with like a devil spike on it.
Yeah, it has a lot of different things.
Yeah, and his face is kind of like morphed so that he's not like a bear face anymore. But I think it was originally a bear, but she's put some other elements in it. And like talk about how he's not a part of the elves. He's not part of their tribe. Not the Wolfriders, not like his family.
But this is like enemies trying to convince you to be like, come over to their team, like no one likes you kind of talk.
Yeah, he's like telling him how he doesn't fit in anywhere. Nobody wants you, nobody likes you, so you should come with me.
Do you think this is something because it looks like he's seen into Teir's mind now, so he knows like his worst nightmare and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Do you think he is
that he's like seeing into his memories, or
no, he's obviously doing that.
Yeah.
But do you think he is twisting them? So he has a memory of his father dying, but he's making it feel worse than it actually was.
I think that he has memories of these pictures that is very vivid in his mind, like Skyway's not liking him, Ember and Leetah walking away, and and the rest of Wolfriders like walking away, and he puts words into those memories and like plays on his worst fears, like they're walking away, they don't want you, they fear you, they hate you, you're not welcome. So he puts meaning into his memories that weren't originally there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he kind of gives up or don't have more energy to resist.
Yeah, because he tries to resist. He tries to say like, no, you're wrong. And so on.
Yeah. Did you see that? Like, he's turning into a demon. He has demon eyes.
Yeah.
They are all black.
They are black.
And this is something I struggled to figure out or understand.
Yeah.
Is now he kind of won over Teir. The monster won over Teir. Are they kind of one, or can the monster send, or is he like using Teir's powers to send to the other elves?
He has connected to Teir, and he's kind of owning parts of his consciousness, I think. So when he's sending through the elves, he's sending through Teir.
So he's using him like a cell phone kind of thing.
Yeah, or like a speaker.
Yeah, makes sense though.
Mm-hmm.
And with this thought, with the sending, when an elf is sending, like if there is a big group, I will like send to you and be like, Elizabeth, where are you? Yeah. Would it kind of be like a caller ID that you know that it's me, Siri, who's sending for you?
I can hear your voice and I can feel you.
Okay. Yeah. So like if there's a big group, a lot of sendings, you know who's sending for you, like
you could
like it's a caller ID.
Feel like the person that is talking to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense though. Makes it easier.
Yeah, because it's like your brains are connecting, so you know that whose brain you're connecting to.
Do you think they get like an image?
Yeah, I think they can send pictures.
No, but like
of who they're talking to?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like FaceTime.
Yeah, kind of like FaceTime.
I don't know. Because Leetah says, no, Ember says, oh, it's Teir sending, and like super shocked and be like, yeah, but I think it's the monster. And I was like, how does this work? Yeah.
It says that it has joined with him.
Yeah,
so I think that the creature, like, because it won over Teir, isn't, and it obviously has magic from Winnowill.
Yeah.
It has the ability to like lock onto him and use him as
Of
like
course, but it's like it's a little confusing when it's like he's joined. So
Yeah.
in my head it was more like they are fused together,
yeah.
but then he's just like tossing Teir. So they are not fused together. Like their bodies were attached.
Yeah, their minds are attached
Yeah.
more like.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, it's like a mental link. But the monster says that he will kill the Wolfriders. And now all of the monsters attack in masses.
Yeah, like it's basically like all the animals in the savannah or like the dry
surrounding
land
area
has turned into monsters.
Yeah. Every single animal is now a monster.
Like big, small, whatever.
Yeah, bird,
and
critter, everything.
They're mutating because look at this one on the top of the page. First it's oh, it's just a snake. No,
snake has wings.
Yeah, and it's kind of. It doesn't look like the head is its original head either. So it's like all morphed into different kind of things.
It looks like it has been a snake head, but it's kind of a weird snake head.
It's too big for its body and stuff.
Yeah.
And the other one in the back, like behind him, like the only thing I can resemble an animal is that it has wings.
Maybe it's a chicken.
Yeah, but why would it be a chicken?
I don't know, but it kind of looks like a chicken except it has teeth. I have no fucking clue.
The only thing I was thinking is like wings and bird claws. The other part of the animal, I don't know. No.
It's hard to say. They're disgusting monsters, nonetheless.
Some of them resembles animals better than others.
Yeah, but it's very, very visual that it is indeed a monster.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of them looks like dinosaurs and dragons. What did you find?
The leader is eating Pike's head.
Where? Next. Oh, wow. Now, is it the leader, though, that eating Pike's head? It looks like more like a wolf.
No, is it the black neck things?
Yeah.
But it's eating Pike's head.
Yeah, absolutely. This war is crazy. I don't know if you can call it a war like that either, but it's like a fight.
It's kind of a war between elves and animals, but it's not like a prolonged war. It's kind of a war that has been going on silently and then suddenly exploded.
Totally.
At the same time, it's kind of an extension of the war that Cutter is fighting.
Yeah, because do you think when Winnowill created those peace hounds that it was an accident that she created these things? Or
no.
Like
I think she created a peace hound. I figured out, this is fun. And then she created these ones to go hunt for other elves.
Okay, and like the leader monster was more like, okay, look for the tainted elves and kill them all. Kind of thing.
Find the wolf-blooded elves and take the strongest magic users. We want those.
Yeah,
because she really wants to control Leetah.
Yeah, but she didn't teach them to feel the difference about the magic users to take or the magic users to listen to.
No, but she taught him to feel like, because I think it's because of Teir's connection with animals that they felt like they had to have Teir.
Yeah, but now then they're like, oh, Leetah is the one who can save us.
Yeah, but because she. Yeah, but I think that's because she feels like Winnowill.
Yeah, but
because she's a
Winnowill
healer.
Should have fought him that feeling that this is Leetah, she's a bad one too.
And then she probably could have said to him like, this one, we kill this one.
Yeah,
we don't like
want
this
one because she's gonna
she's the main enemy here.
Try to kill us something.
Yeah, like telling her this is the main enemy.
She knows Leetah's feelings, so she could probably teach that to the monster.
Yeah, and she knows that Leetah is very much against killing, against hurting others, and I think that this monster could have used that very much in his advantage against Leetah, but he doesn't know about it.
No, not at all. Poor planning from Winnowill's side.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah. So Ember gets hurt. She gets bit by this lizard dragon looking thing.
That's not weird though. They're totally outnumbered.
Yeah, it's insane. And Leetah runs after her to try to heal her.
Mother, you're the only one who can save us. You can like use your powers, and they don't attack you.
To take the leader down.
Yeah, because no one is attacking you.
Yeah.
You don't have wolf blood.
And she just responds with, I don't think it can be killed.
Yeah, I can.
But she
with your
can.
healing.
She can kill it.
And Ember gets so frustrated by her mother because her mother is like, oh, I can't kill anyone.
How could I possibly?
Like what she's doing all the time. And she's like shaking her mom and be like, ours or the creatures, your hands will have blood on them. Either way, I won't let your soft heart destroy my tribe. I am chief and I say you will do it. It's like either we die or he dies. You choose.
Yeah.
And you have to live with your choice.
Yeah, because either you help us kill this leader and get the others to stop attacking, or we die.
Yeah. And this really shows that Ember is really stepping up to the chiefess that she can be.
And she after that she also says that use what power you have.
Yeah. Use it all.
And it's really beautiful afterwards when she like leaves. She says, I hear the voice of my chief. Like she recognizes that was an order from my chief, not a message from my daughter.
No.
She
this
truly
is to
spoke
save
of
us.
as a chief there.
Yeah. She said it's so good though, but just being like, it's me or them.
Yeah. I think Cutter would have done the same, even though he's very reluctant about getting Leetah in danger. But
maybe taking them a little more time to actually ask Leetah to do it.
Actually get there, yeah.
He would have been like, I'm going to try to kill it myself one more time.
Yeah, I will probably die from trying to kill it before asking Leetah to do it, but eventually I will get there.
Mm-hmm. And just seeing all the animals like parting ways, or not animals, monsters, parting ways when Leetah is walking towards the monster. It's like, we don't want to touch you. You
don't have wolf blood, so we don't care.
So we're just gonna let you walk straight up to our master.
Yeah, she sends to him, stop this. You know me, don't you? Stop. And I will come to you. And she gets to walk all the way down to the big leader.
Yeah. And just the way, like, he thinks it's Winnowill because he recognizes her healer spirit.
Yeah, the magic, her feeling.
And the monster leader think it's Winnowill. And he's like, oh, I like you better. And he just tosses Teir like a toddler tosses
a rag doll.
Yeah, like a toddler tosses their toy when they see something better.
Yeah, he says, you can feed me more, much more.
Yeah. Give me more power and all that.
So full, will taste so good. Give me, I am open to you. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Be open to her because she's going to kill you.
Yeah, and just the picture, though, that he's showing Leetah when he's touching her. First of all, it's a little wrong because Winnowill is not a spider. She's a snake.
Yeah. She's not a
totally
spider.
Wrong.
She's not even able to make a net for them to step in.
No, she's a snake. She should have been pictured like a snake in this image.
Yeah. Like it's very effective of her being a spider, but they never walk into her web.
No.
So she can never be pictured as a spider.
No.
She's a snake. She slithers around and finds her way into what they're doing and making trouble for them.
Exactly. And also, Skywise should not be laying dead on the floor here because he doesn't have wolf blood either.
But I think he's there because he's someone that's close to Leetah. So it's Winnowill showing her dearest ones dead at his feet.
Yeah, I thought it was more like this is what it will be if you don't kill.
No, I think it's like a picture from Winnowill. Like Cutter isn't even here.
But he will eventually be when they are coming back, so I don't know.
Yeah, but then Winnowill could kill him at the palace instead.
True.
At this point, Winnowill haven't lost the fight at the Citadel.
No.
So she could very much kill him by her own hands by this point. So there's
Yeah.
no reason to show like the monster holding Cutter other than it's like a picture of all of her loved ones dead at his feet.
Okay.
I even think
Yeah.
this is Suntop.
Oh yeah, it could be. It's harder to see when it's black and white.
Yeah, but it like the haircut, like short jacket. I think it's Suntop
Absolutely,
because that's
like-
like the clothing that he wears, the kind of hair
And-
length he has.
And we don't have any other elves that's at Howling Rock right now that we could say that is.
No, it doesn't fit any of the elves at Howling Rock. I am
No.
quite sure that's Suntop, and he's in the Sun Village.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a very, it's a good and effective way of scaring Leetah.
Yeah. But is this an image from Winnowill herself, or is this an image from the monster?
No, I'm sure it's a picture from Winnowill because the monster has never seen Cutter or Suntop
Oh yeah, so he couldn't make
or
this
Skywise.
image.
Skywise isn't even there anymore.
No. No,
So-
maybe I think the monster could have seen Skywise when they fought these monsters previously.
Yeah, but
kinda watching
not
them far
not
away.
Cutter and Suntop. They're not there. And
absolutely
these
not.
legs are strong bows with like the high boots. He's the only one with boots
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. He's not even there
True.
either.
No.
So I'm sure that all of the Wolfriders are like laying around here dead. So it's like a
But-
nightmare picture for Leetah, and the monster can't know who these elves are.
But it's so stupid showing this because this is giving fuel to Leetah to actually kill the monsters because she's like, shut up. I'm gonna kill you if you don't shut up.
Yeah,
And she's like, this is not true. And just like,
yeah. I cannot handle seeing this picture, which is making me do bad things.
yeah, it making me so angry that I'm gonna actually evil heal you and kill you.
If this were switched and Cutter was the one standing there, Cutter would crumble because he's so hurt from his
But he has
his
some
trauma.
mental issues from
Yeah,
before.
he has a big trauma from before. If this was Cutter watching, he would have been.
But we're talking about a mama bear here.
Yeah,
She needs to protect her tribe and family.
she do, and Cutter and their children and everyone,
Mhm.
and she can. So this
she
isn't.
does.
This would have been a very effective picture for Cutter to neutralize him because he wouldn't been able
Yeah.
to move. But for Leetah, this is like fuel.
Absolutely.
And before Cutter's trauma, this would also have been fuel for him.
Yeah, but that's quite a few years ago, so
Yeah, right now he's just. I think it would literally traumatize him
Yeah,
even
I
more, and he
think
wouldn't
so
be
too.
able to move a muscle.
I agree. But it looks like when she kills the leader, all of the other monsters like kind of evaporate. I don't know how to
Or
explain
they don't
it.
evaporate, but they die.
Yeah, but like see like all this smoky kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but they say later that they're gonna burn them.
Yeah.
They can't evaporate if there's bodies left to burn.
True.
But I'm seeing it as like
it would have been easier.
almost like an electric current going through
yeah,
them.
it would have been easier if this
Was in color.
yeah,
Yeah.
because then we could actually see if it was more like smoke or fire or
Yeah, I saw it almost as like
Lightning.
a electric current going around with like
yeah.
bad mojo.
I looked at it more as like smoke, like going out of them.
I don't think it is because it's so harsh line. Smoke would be a lot more softer.
True. But it's more, I don't know. It's really hurting Teir though.
Yeah, it's
Either
hurting
way.
him bad.
Leetah is trying to protect him. Is it like I felt that some of this smoke electrical current thing also came from him
because he was connected to the leader.
Yeah, and the leader or any other monster has been poisoning him for a while. That's why he had been struggling for a while.
Yeah.
He had been poisoned by their power or energy.
Yeah.
And I found it hard that it was coming from him or like Leetah needed to protect him from that electrical current since
Because she
made
hurt,
a shield around them.
She hurt the leader, and when she did that, they kind of like spread out through all of the other monsters because they're all connected to the leader.
Yeah, but just this image when Leetah is healing him, it feels like she's making a shield from the other ones. But if some of this electrical current coming from Teir as well.
Well, it says like
weird.
take the healing, take it. So she's healing
he's
him,
refusing.
or his body isn't.
It's not a shield then. It's more like
a healing aura.
Yeah.
I think his body is in so much pain and like kind of purging the monster and the monster's energy.
Is in pain though.
That he's not able to take in the healing and like accept it.
Maybe he's not quite conscious in his own body yet either. Since he's like been in this dream state with the monster.
But as all of the current or whatever disappears, Ember comes riding down as fast as she can.
Yeah, and they need to gather the whole tribe to start the healing process.
Yeah, she's very worried about Teir. Like, you need to heal him, you need to help him. And she just tells him that she's done all she can for now.
It is not only Teir that need help.
No, and Leetah can't do anything more for Teir at this moment. She, like the preservers, even tries to get him wrapped up in wrap stuff, and she tells that there's no use.
Yeah, he's not that kind of hurt.
No, he's not.
It's gonna still hurt as much when you unwrap him.
Yeah, and
it's because his mind is broken. It's not like he's
gonna keep hurting even in the wrap stuff. So he's not gonna It's not gonna soften. He's hurting.
No.
So they just put him on the wolf and take him back to the tribe
with the other hurt ones.
Yes, because there's a lot of tribe mates that's hurt, and the only person. So they get back there, and the only person that Ember is really worried about is Teir. She doesn't care that much that the others are hurt.
But don't you think that's a little bit because all the others kind of have someone else? You see, like
and all of the others have physical wounds.
Yeah,
things that can easily be healed
or wrapped up.
Yeah,
seeing Pike being wrapped up.
Yeah.
But all the others have someone with them. Like, there's no one. He's wrapping up.
But he doesn't have anyone else.
Yeah. But still, like, there's probably someone else being, like, that has been wrapped up before. This picture is, like, taken.
No, this is all of them.
Is it? Where's Dewshine?
She's in the blanket.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
This is all of them.
Okay, my bad. But the other ones that's not sleeping or in wrap stuff, they have someone with them.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been fair for Teir, like.
But at the same time, Teir is sleeping.
Yeah.
So she could be seeing to her tribe mates, like making them comfortable.
Looks like Moonshade is sleeping too.
Yeah, she looks unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
But like she could help Redlands and Nightfall, who's like hobbling over to get somewhere to sit. She could be helping those two. Both of them are hurt.
Yeah, true that. But she gets told to do that though.
Yeah, she gets told. Leetah says, "I need your help here."
Mm-hmm.
And Leetah is really, really exhausted.
Of course. First she was in a fight, and then she has to come back and basically heal the whole tribe.
Yeah, and she's already healed the poison from Dewshine and healed Teir, and now she has to heal all the others in the tribe.
And the battle, I feel, if I don't remember wrong, like when they started to discuss if they're gonna sacrifice Teir or not, that's like a while ago. Like that was basically like last night, and this is a new night, so it feels like they haven't even slept.
Yeah. But Ember is more concerned, like, what about Teir? You need to heal him. But Leetah don't have any more juice in her. She really needs to rest. And Teir is still sleeping, and there's not much that she can do for him. He's not physically hurt.
No.
But that's why when Ember notices something different.
Yeah, his mind is empty.
Yeah,
he doesn't receive, or like, how do you call it? Like, not receive she don't find his...
She can't find him.
Yeah,
and when you're
like
sending,
she's
you're
trying
kind
to
of
reach
like
out for...
connecting with them.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you're sleeping or unconscious, you can still connect to their brain while through sending.
Yeah.
But all she finds is emptiness.
Mm-hmm. It's more like this phone number is not in use kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's not normal because he's an elf that can send and is using sending, and suddenly they can't connect to it.
Yeah. It says that all knows that sending is silenced only by death. But with Teir, there's a terrible silence. How can he be alive and yet so empty?
Mm-hmm. And that's because his magic, to say it like that way, is still kind of with the monster that is dead.
Or it's like kind of locked away.
Mm-hmm.
It's not able to connect with his rest of his brain.
Like I kind of want to say that he is kind of become human. In a way, like, you know, he has lost everything basically that makes him an elf.
Yeah.
Even though the elves that can't send can learn to send because they have
not to send. They haven't trained it.
Mm-hmm, they have the connection in their head to like still do it. It's just they don't know.
Yeah, like Leetah didn't send because they had no use for it in Sorrow Send.
No.
So they didn't train that muscle. But when she trained it, she's fully able to do so.
Yeah, and everyone can still connect with her and call for her in like sending, but no one can do that with Teir now, so he kind of humified.
All they get is like emptiness.
Mm-hmm.
So the next morning, Ember runs over to her mother and tells her what she felt.
And Leetah also understands that that's not good.
Yeah, she says, "Mother, he's not sending. There's nothing there. I've reached out for him, and he's empty."
We don't know yet if she can fix it. But they haven't been eating for days, so they need food.
Yeah.
So Ember is like... Or I think Ember needs to go out hunting.
Yeah, she needs to do something. She needs to be somewhere else than just sitting next to Teir.
Yeah, I looked at it more like a lot of us is hurt.
Yeah.
And we can't go out hunting by ourselves. And we need a lot of food. And there's only the three of us that can actually go out right now.
But also I think that she needs to get out. Mm-hmm. She needs to go somewhere to do like something. Both. She can't just sit there and watch him and wonder. It's better for her to be out with a purpose.
Absolutely. But I think like the least hurt right now is Ember, Scouter, and Tilly. No. Yeah.
Tilly isn't here. She's pregnant.
True. Who's that?
Nightfall.
No, is it Nightfall?
Yeah, it's Nightfall.
Okay. It's Nightfall.
And this is when they kind of put barbecues in her head again. Because Scouter is saying that not a tainted beast in sight. I'm beginning to think we did get them all. And Nightfall responds, "Who can say? But I wager that we'll know soon enough. If anything else comes looking for Teir." You can see it in Ember's face.
Mm-hmm. She realized, like, he's the bait.
Yeah. If someone else comes, they are coming for him.
Yeah. So we shouldn't heal him.
No, that's what she comes to. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't heal him. We shouldn't fix him. So that's what I meant, like they're putting barbecues in her head. Like grilla i hodet.
Yeah.
Because they're putting words in her mind of he shouldn't be whole, because if he's whole again, if he has his magic, they will come for him. Mm-hmm. They will come back.
It's not just that. It's more like they make her look at this subject or this issue in a different way. Not only I love Teir and I want the best for him, like what she wants is not just me. It's more like what is the best for the whole tribe. And she realized like she has to think like a leader, not just a person in love.
But do you think Cutter would have made this decision? Do you think Cutter would have sent someone away?
Depends a little bit the danger he might have felt with Teir. It's hard to say right now because he has changed so much.
I don't think Cutter would have sent him away because he hasn't done anything to put them in danger.
No, but they can't. They can't be protected against him either.
But he isn't doing anything.
He's bait to the monsters.
Yeah, but I think that Cutter would feel like he's Cutter Kinseeker. He wants to protect everyone. I feel like he would have a need to protect him against the monsters, and that they would find a way to help Teir.
True, and what I started thinking about now as well, I don't think Winnowill knows about Teir.
No.
So
she wasn't after him.
No,
he was
just
luckily there.
Leader who's like realizing this is power that can make me stronger.
Yeah, he can connect with animals.
Yeah, and if they get rid of Teir, you still have Leetah who has this power that makes him stronger, even though he felt it was Winnowill kind of thing.
But she's the power that he would like. Teir isn't.
She's still a bait.
Yeah.
And if Skywise would have come back, he also has a magic feeling to him, and don't have the wolf blood, he would have been bait. So
yeah, and Leetah is a bigger bait.
Yeah, I agree that part.
Yeah, Cutter probably wouldn't have sent him away.
Maybe they should have had a council on this.
Yeah.
Being like, this is what I think. What do you guys think?
What are everyone's feeling about this? Do we feel like we want to take the chance on healing him and making him whole again? Or would we rather him not be whole? Do we feel like they're actually after Teir? Because right now they put thoughts in her head and she just made a decision without counseling with anyone else.
And actually, what Teir says himself when she confronts him with this decision and being telling him, you have to choose A or B, not being whole and being with us, or you can get yourself back to normal, but then you have to leave, and being I didn't enjoy being alone. No. But now you're asking me to choose from two things that is impossible to choose from because I don't know how to live.
It is an ultimatum, and it is a really terrible ultimatum because both choices are really bad.
He's not going to be happy either way.
No. He won't be happy being with Ember, and I think that it even made him kind of resent her for keeping him from being whole just to be able to be around her.
Well, he's spitting at her feet, so of course he's resenting her.
Yeah. When Ember and a hunting party, they didn't get much kill.
No, because all the animals was turned to monsters and then they kind of burned up.
Yeah. Or they didn't burn up. They're still laying on the ground.
Yeah, but they died. There's nothing eatable living.
No, and it's like monster who wants to eat monster meat. But when
we don't know if they can actually eat them. What if it's poisonous?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have eaten
It's monster meat. I wouldn't want monster meat.
What if, hear me out. If they eat this, they eat kind of Winnowill's magic.
Yeah.
And then they kind of put out a feeling for Winnowill so she can know where they are because they ate a part of her magic.
Yeah, so that she hides a tracker on them. Kinda. When they come back, Leetah tells Ember that Teir is awake.
Mm-hmm.
And all she says is it can wait.
Yeah. And she gets real mad though. Don't heal him.
Yeah. And she just goes out to talk to the other tribesmen and tell them that we need to burn all of the bodies of the monsters. They need to burn tonight, now.
Yeah, because they don't know if there's a new leader coming that can wake them up, or they don't know what they can do.
No, so they need to burn. They need to burn now. And then Teir comes and sits next to her. Because he's just happy to be back. He's happy to see her, that she's fine, that everything is fine.
And she confronts him with the ultimatum.
Yeah, she does. She yells at Leetah, I said I can't let you heal him. I can't let you.
Because he's going to put all of us in danger.
Yeah.
I for sure think they should have had a cancel on this because look at Leetah. She's so surprised. Like, you can't mean this. Like, how did you come to this conclusion?
She's so shocked. Like, what are you saying?
Like, literally, like, where does this come from?
Yeah.
This just came out of the blue,
She's
basically.
been so strong-minded on protecting him and keeping him as part of the tribe. And that he's one of them.
Everyone's like, oh, you're in love with him kind of thing. Like, feeling the connection they have.
Yeah, and now suddenly she tells him either you get healed and leave, or you stay as you are, and you can stay with us.
It's like, become a new person and be a Wolfrider, or be yourself.
Yeah.
And leave. Not nice, Ember.
No, and you can see it on everyone's faces after Teir spits at her feet that they do not approve of this decision.
Which I kind of found a little weird because they were not like so keen on Teir from beginning, and now they're like, oh, I want him to be a part of us.
But I think they're not keen on the idea of he either gets to be like broken and stay, or he gets fixed and have to leave.
Yeah, so they're more shocked of Ember and her decision and her leadership than actually Teir. That's in the discussion.
Yeah, like, are you serious? This is insane. Like, Chilid is crying. Nightfall, who said that he was dangerous, she looks shocked.
Yeah.
She didn't mean that he had to leave.
No.
She was airing a thought. But as he runs away, Ember just cries.
Maybe this is when she realized that this was stupid.
This was a mistake, yeah.
Yeah.
And Teir sits down on the rock and he tries to howl, and he just can't.
Ember tries to go and, like, I think maybe she goes to try to explain to him her thought process or to say sorry. I don't know. But at least she goes and try to talk to Teir, but he's like, don't touch me. I don't want to be with you because you're asking this impossible thing from me.
Yeah, and like what she says to him when she comes kind of says how conflicted she is. I came, I wanted, I thought there might be, like, she doesn't say anything.
No.
Because I think she feels deep in her heart that this is wrong.
Yeah, it's more like she came maybe to want to be near him.
Yeah, but I think she also feels like, I think this decision was wrong.
Of course, she sees like how it affects everyone.
Yeah. And he even says that, is this my reward for loving you? For trusting your tribe?
While they're fighting though, did they recognize right here? Or
no.
Like, because since his like eyes are changing a little bit, I was just like, was that recognition since they are actually fucking right now? Like, what is happening? But before that,
when they're yelling at each other and fighting, and he says that, you threw me to the shape changed once. After I trusted you. He never agreed on going.
No, he didn't.
And I don't get why their first thought was to offer up Teir helplessly to the monsters.
Because they thought they couldn't save him.
Instead of sending Leetah.
Because they didn't think of Leetah.
But that was the obvious choice. Leetah's magic is...
Yeah, but here again...
Leetah's magic is the opposite of Winnowill.
Yeah, they didn't have a
council.
council.
She neutralizes it all the time.
They should have had a council. Like, let's brainstorm ideas.
Yeah.
They were just like, this is what we do, chop chop.
The first thing that they thought of was to throw him to the wolves.
Yeah.
Literally.
Not the wolves, though, because the wolves are on our side.
But yeah, but like literally throwing him to the wolves.
Yeah.
Throwing him in the face of the monster.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, Leetah still went in and saved the day.
Yeah.
She should have been going in the first place. We've learned this before.
Absolutely.
That she is the opposite of Winnowill. That she can fix what Winnowill does wrong.
Yeah. She can.
So she should have been the obvious choice from the start.
Yeah.
Get her out there and try to get her to stop this before it starts. Instead of throwing him down there.
Mm-hmm.
Without his consent. He trusted them And they just threw him out.
Yeah, maybe he's more mad about that.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But still, they fuck.
Yeah, but he also says that you should have chosen to use Leetah's powers from the beginning. You just didn't think fast enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you can see his hurt in his word when he says that I'm easy to forget for you, for my own people. But she never forgot him. She just didn't think far enough because everyone kept telling her that he's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming for him. They're not. They're coming for the Wolfriders.
Yeah.
They're Winnowill's creatures. They're coming for the Wolfriders.
They just want him to enhance their own power.
Yeah.
But they're actually not gonna kill him.
No. They found him on the way as a lucky surprise.
Yeah.
They are there for the Wolfriders, not him.
He wouldn't have been a good bait either though.
No.
Let's think about it. They're like, oh, let's put this elf only in Goose Eyes because Leetah is also there. But the only one who won't attract any of the beasts because he doesn't have any wolf blood. So none of the monsters will actually go after him. They all run after Dewshine and the wolf.
Yeah.
He didn't get bitten at all.
No, he was unhurt.
Yeah, and she dropped him off in the middle of all the monsters.
Yeah.
That's now, that feels so stupid.
It's really stupid.
Why?
They should have sent Leetah down in the first place.
They should have had a council and be let's think about this real hard before we actually do something irrational.
And maybe they should be let's try doing some experiments. What are they after?
Yeah.
Do they care about the wolf blood?
They kind of done that before when Skywise and the two other, don't remember who they were right now, but when they were out fighting.
When they were hunting.
Yeah.
They didn't want Skywise. They didn't touch him.
They already experimented on this.
Yeah.
So they know they are going after the wolf blood.
It's kind of like the Wolfriders are a blind spot to them.
Mm-hmm.
No, that the non-wolf riders are a blind spot. They don't see the immortals.
No,
in
because
all of this.
If it's almost like Winnowill wants to purify the elf race, so she wants to get rid of all the wolf blood.
Yeah, like the untainted blood.
Mm-hmm.
So the obvious answer from the get-go was send Leetah.
Yeah.
And they just knocked Teir unconscious and threw him down there.
Yep. He wouldn't have really been hurt if the leader wasn't coming either.
No.
He would have just woken up and be like, what the heck, guys?
What the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason the leader wanted him was because of his magic.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
He could have a better chance against other magic users.
Yes. But as you said on this page where you think they're recognizing, Teir is furious. And if you look at Ember's face, you can see the hurt in her eyes.
Yeah.
You can see the hurt in her face. So he softens because you can see how much she's hurting. She never meant to hurt Teir.
Yeah, so it's probably a little bit okay, she's as hurt as I am.
Yeah.
Kind of realization thing.
Yeah, if it's recognition, you see that eye meet eye moment.
Yeah.
But they do fuck though.
They do.
While the wolves are watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the wolves are watching and not kind of guilty looking away. They're staring.
Yeah, this is interesting. And the next day, Ember asks Teir, have you decided?
Yeah, he wants to be himself.
Yeah. I will take the healing. Life with your tribe is not worth banishment from those who have always welcomed me.
The animals, but there's no animals left, so who is...
Well, there are. He can hear the birds and the wolves and everything.
But they are so far away, though.
But he's these wolves are watching them fuck. They're his wolf tribe.
Oh,
they're his wolves.
They are not the Wolfriders.
It's not the Wolfrider wolves. It's his wolves.
Okay.
So he gets back the connection and the friendship with his wolves.
Yeah, the ones who knows him the best.
Yeah. And right after the healing is done, this really, really bright light shows up.
Yeah, it's a palace. Everyone is reunited.
The palace of legend.
And I love that they're like, oh, it's the palace. And Ted is like, what? I just hear fairy tales about that legends, from far or like
and
long
Leetah
time ago.
says, the home of the High Ones. That means they won the war with the humans. And Teir's answer, Teir's answer is like, war? What a war? You never.
Oh, I never had time to tell you though, but come on, let's meet all the other ones.
Yeah, you never told Teir about any war or about all the others or what the others and Cutter is doing. We talked a lot about Cutter, not about what he's doing.
No, just like, oh, we have to split up,
Yeah. And she just takes his hand and says, come, I'll tell you about it on the way down. And he says, no. You won't fire here. This way, no one will notice that he's leaving.
Yeah, and he's probably like still like, you can't change your mind now. Your choice was to make me leave, and now that everyone suddenly is back, I can stay. Like, no.
No, you already
we need time apart.
You already told me that I have to leave. You already gave me an ultimatum. I made my choice.
Mm-hmm.
We finished this deal, and it's easier for him. I get it. It's easier for him to leave now, while all the others are preoccupied with the palace.
Yeah.
Than him going down there with everyone else, meeting everyone in the palace, becoming a part of the whole crew, and then leaving.
Yeah, and no, I felt like now that they were coming back, Ember is like, oh, you don't have to leave anymore. Like,
no, because now my dad is here and he can make a better decision than I did.
Yeah, like he can kill the monsters, blah, blah, blah. But
we are so many more now. We have all of the fighters.
Like
because
what I said before doesn't count.
The fighters weren't at Howling Rock.
Mm-hmm.
The fighters stayed.
Yeah.
They went to the Citadel.
Yeah, they did. But if the palace would have showed up later, maybe Teir would have come. But he's still hurt. Like, this is too fresh. He needs time to like heal his heart because he's heartbroken. He loved Ember.
And Ember told him to leave.
Yeah. He's not that hurt though because he is giving his necklace to Ember.
Yeah, and tells her that if someday you need me, I promise, no matter where you go, I will find you.
Mm-hmm.
And as the tribe mates are yelling for Ember and telling her to come, he's gone.
Yeah, she just like turns around, look at her family and tribe for like 2 seconds, turn back to Ted to say goodbye, and he's gone.
Yeah, he disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Like what he does best.
In the picture, when you see like T-Main and Rory and everyone, and like they're running towards them, Skyvoice looks really tall.
Yeah, he does. He does.
He looks really tall.
Wow. Wow.
Like everyone else is shorter.
We don't see his feet. Maybe he's standing on a rock.
Maybe, because he looks really tall.
Yeah, he does.
But you can see the joy in everyone's eyes as they see their loved ones again.
Mm-hmm.
And they get to hug and hold. And I don't know if it is this artist or if Wendy said that this was gonna be it, but Cutter doesn't look happy.
He probably is super tired though.
But he's always been happy to see Leetah, even if he's been exhausted. But I don't know if it's something...
Could be the artist though.
Yeah, or if this is something like Wendy scripted that Cutter looked this or that way.
But then it's like we should have an explanation for it, I feel. We didn't like he felt happy when we read about this previously in the short series.
Yeah, he just doesn't hear.
Yeah. I love it though when Krim, is it Krim?
Yeah.
Krim and Pike reunites and he's like, yeah, I danced for him, like I really did.
He knew you would.
Yeah, and then she's like, but I brought a great gift back to us though.
And do you see this? This swirling.
Yeah, that's the
Scott.
the dead one.
That's
Yeah,
Scott's spirit, like
I
dancing
realized
around
that
them.
when
So sweet.
since they came with the palace and he's in the palace.
Yeah. And then the next one is like this really bittersweet moment.
I kind of enjoyed it because Mender is like, oh, nothing happened.
I
Here
feel
I
really
am."
sorry for Mender.
I does, but like, he is such a man in this image. He's so happy to see Ember. She doesn't show
He
any
looks
joy.
so weird in that picture.
He
doesn't
does?
look like an elf.
No. But he's so happy to see her
Yeah.
and running and be like, I missed you. Like, let's just go straight back to what we had before all this happened. And he doesn't realize at all that she's not happy to see him.
Yeah, he's like, on this place, it's a fine hold.
She doesn't even look him in the eyes.
No, she looks so empty. All she
Mhm.
thinks about is Teir. And he even says it, Ember, there's a shadow on you. Lo, mate, what
Mhm.
happened?
I will tell you, but not now.
Yeah, a ton of things. Someday I will tell you about it. She looks a lot happier though when she sees Cutter.
Yep. That's the one she's been longing for from all those who's been gone.
Yeah.
So she found a new love interest. So why would she long for Mender?
Yeah, she got over him and found someone else.
Yeah. She's a teenager, so I understand.
Yeah, and I think that, like it says that Cutter like looked in her eyes and knew that something had changed, and that now there's two chiefs.
Yeah. She have kind of like gone through the trial that every young chief needs to go through. Like everyone, like
Yeah.
it's different for everyone, but when you go through something like that, you can never go back.
Yeah,
You found like your style and all that.
yeah. And I really love that when Cutter and Ember meet, Leetah takes Mender away.
Yeah, she knows though that
Yeah, she knows.
like Ember don't really want to be with him, and also like father-daughter moment.
Yeah. And Cutter tells her that everyone's waiting, but she would rather walk alone, so that she can take her necklace off and put it in her bag before entering the palace.
Yeah, like I looked at this more like she don't want any questions and stuff from
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah.
But when you looked at it, it's like Ted also saw that and he got sad about it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's because she wants to forget him and hurt him.
No.
It's more like right now I hear about their winning and all that in the citadel.
Yeah.
Not like they talking to me about this love affair kind of thing.
Yeah, like where'd you get that necklace? Where'd you get it from? Who is he?
And then
She doesn't want to talk about it. I'm quite sure she feels she made a mistake.
of course she did. And then she don't want the ones who knows Ted as well to be like, why do you have his necklace?
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Where is he? Did he really leave already? It'll be less questions if when everyone settles, then they slowly realize he's gone. Because then people won't really be asking questions because they will be like, she probably don't want these questions.
And we didn't really talk too much about Skywise being gone either. They were like,
No.
a couple of issues ago, they were like, where is Skywise? Haven't seen him. Okay. Now it's a war. And no one is like,
where the fuck did Skywise go?
Yeah, is he dead? Like, what happened to him?
And where's Timaine? Like, Timaine was here. Where the fuck did she go? They were just
they
like...
were probably like, Timaine is with Skywise, but no one went looking for him. They
No.
didn't really ask about him. Like,
no, they were like, okay, fine, he's gone, whatever.
oh, wow.
I don't care.
I realize that now. And, like, I don't know if this is gonna be said in some next issues, but they're shocked when they're like, Skywise, you're in the palace? You were in the war? Like, how? You were with us.
Yeah, you should have been here.
Yeah, like,
and now you're not?
How, when, where, like, I would have been so confused.
Like, when did you leave?
Yeah.
When did you go away?
Did you not fight in the war?
When did you leave? How did you get there?
Yeah. Well, the monsters weren't after him, so it wasn't that hard.
No, and he got to fly.
Yeah.
But, like, still, there should be more questions. Like, how did this happen?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, for the next episode, we're gonna talk about So for the next time, we're going to read the first 4 parts in the Wild Hunt book 11b in the Reader's Collection.
So until next time, go recognize the troll.